So this next longer, well, it's not going to be longer. It's going to be about 20 minutes. And this meditation, I say that and I never know actually how long it's going to be, but I'm going to trust it's going to be about 20 minutes. We're going to do little journeys. So this is a little bit more like guided meditation meets a shamanic journey, meets a little bit of suggestion hypnosis, meets our higher self, and is very relaxing. And it's going to be on the elements. So just so you know, and again, you have full agency. You ever want to stop, you just give yourself permission to stretch, to open your eyes, to do some yoga, whatever you need, okay? You're completely in control at every moment. And let's just begin by taking some nice breaths, just allowing ourselves to feel that connection again that we were just in. So just allowing the breath to be a way that you connect inside into these parts of yourself, your body, your energy, your sense of hearing, your sense of seeing, your sense of knowing, your sense of imagining, giving yourself full permission to open all your senses as you breathe in and you breathe out, each breath being a teaching. And you notice, oh, that was a short inhale. That was a long exhale. Or the other way around. Knowing that there's so many different ways to open up the senses. Some of us feel more in a tactile way, sensing our bodies and energy. Some of us open up our sense of knowing, and we think in words or thoughts or images or symbols. Some of us open up our hearing or our seeing. And however you open your senses is just right for the moment, for right now, today. Bringing in thoughts of water, the way water looks or feels. Remembering a body of water that you've been near in nature that was very soothing or beautiful or invigorating. And just allow yourself to be with the quality of that water. Opening to any messages, any healing, or sensing that water as an element can show you and guide you through. And as you imagine water, allow yourself to take a little journey with water, noticing the texture, the temperature. Perhaps there's a rhythm to the water you imagine, like the rhythm of rain or the rhythm of a waterfall, the rhythm of a river or a wave. And knowing that you're always safe as you relax and you allow the element of water to be a teacher, to be a helper. And keeping 20%, 30% of your awareness on your breath, and inviting Any other thoughts or memories? Inviting your imagination, your sense of touch, of smell, of sound, of sight, of knowing, to relate to water. And thanking water, noticing how you're grateful to water, how you connect to water in the most positive, helpful ways. Perhaps there's a freshness, or water might be more like the moon, or more like the sun, or more like a flower, or more like a drop, or more wide or more narrow. But just thanking water for how it showed up today, and bringing to mind earth. Any thoughts, memories, feelings, sense of touch, of sight, of sound, of knowing about earth. Again, having 20-30% of your attention on your breath, knowing that that steady rhythm of your natural breathing is always there, relaxing, harmonizing, like a steady, quiet pattern, a rhythm, as you allow yourself to witness earth, to feel earth, to notice the way earth supports you, qualities of the earth, textures, smells, volume. And you might think of how you've walked on the earth, or boulders, or mountains, sand, mud, soil, any other way that you've noticed earth. And any quality of earth that today is here for you. It might feel grounding, steadying, expanding. It might give you a form of love, connection, security. And allowing this journey with earth to be exactly as it is, allowing symbols, metaphors, thoughts, feelings, and knowing your breath is there as a steady, helping rhythm, and everything is allowed to rest and to be awake as it is right now. And when you're ready, thank Earth for its teaching, its guidance, its support, its energy. And bring to your imagination the sense of fire, sun, heat, the quality of that sense of the sun shining, and how connected we are to the sun, to fire, to the way fire brings warmth, brings digestion, and movement. And think of the positive qualities of fire, perhaps sitting around a campfire in the dark, appreciating the glow of the fire, perhaps witnessing the beauty of a sunrise or sunset, imagining the power and the force of a fire that is there to help and to transform, knowing how fire can be in the body and on the earth, and it can be controlled and allowed and appreciated. Noticing the fire within the mind to think, to create, to imagine. And noticing any rhythms or patterns that fire gives you as a teaching. Allowing 20%, 30% of your awareness to still be with your breath as you invite any teachings from the element of fire. It might come in a pattern, in a movement, in a memory. And when you're ready, thanking fire. And allowing yourself to notice your breath, natural, steady, going at its own rhythm. And bringing to your mind thoughts of air, space, ether. Allowing yourself to open all your senses to that quality, that element of air. It might be in wind. It might be in the memory of a gentle breeze, a sailboat, a balloon, a bird soaring, inviting your sense of touch, of sight, of hearing, of feeling, of knowing, of imagining, as you invite the element of air to give you its own journey, knowing that you're still very aware of your breath and of the steady pattern of this witnessing. And just allowing the element of air to give you a guided tour of your own inner senses, of how air can be a teacher, a helper. And when you're ready, thanking air, allowing yourself to fill with a sense of wonder, a sense of acknowledgement, of closeness with all the elements. Imagining water, fire, earth, air, and how they are all together on our planet, in ourself, connecting life, creating movements and steadiness, and everything in between movement and groundedness. And as you breathe in a sense of inner expansion. And as you breathe out a sense of peace and fullness. And taking a moment to wish for yourself, joy, fulfillment, meaning, purpose. Taking a moment to wish for yourself love, relationship, knowing yourself, being present for yourself. And any other wish you have for yourself now. Giving this permission to really deeply care for who you are right now in your life. And now with that same caring for yourself, extend out to every other being on the planet a sense of caring, a sense of wishing for others to be happy, to have the sources in their life for happiness, wishing for others to be loved, to be loving, and to have the opportunities to connect and grow love, wishing for others to have health and meaning and purpose, and all the reasons for meaning and purpose, and all the opportunities to create greater health and vitality and energy. And imagine that your energetic heart can just breathe out these wishes out in every direction, in front of you, behind you, to your right, to your left, going all over the planet. And as you wish for others, you realize others are also wishing for you. And you allow yourself to receive and fill and grow and give to yourself at the same time that you give to others. And with this knowingness, just breathing in and breathing out. Feeling the interconnectedness, the grace, and thanking yourself for your own practice. Taking a moment to come back. You may want to count to 5 and wiggle your fingers or your toes or your nose or your ears if you can do that. Yawn a little, stretch, and open your eyes.